Hi everyone, this is Frank DeMore, and today is March 22nd of 2011. And if this is the first time you've come to my YouTube, and a lot of people are just now finding my YouTube channel, I'd like to invite you to download my documentary. It's entitled The Last Chronicles of Planet Earth. You can download it today for free by going to my website, which is www.bibleprophecyman.com. And when you get to the website, you'll see the front and the back cover of the book, and right below it there's a link, and you can click to the link and you can get the download today absolutely free with no strings attached. I'll never ask you for a penny. I'll let the Lord take care of the ministry and the needs. But what I do at this site is I give you the Bible prophecies, and then I connect the current events, tie it together so that you can see what's actually taking place. Because all the prophecies are almost all complete except a few of the prophecies, and I'm not going to go through that, but there's two wars, the Psalm war and the Ezekiel war, and then the 7-year tribulation, and obviously the church is still here, so the rapture of the church has to take place as well. But right now I want to go into a prophecy about the last days, and how the Antichrist is going to control this new world order and its economic system. And in order for one man to control the entire world system, obviously there's going to have something major that's going to transpire to bring about this world leader and to give him the reins to hold all of the world economy and be controlling it. And Jesus tells us in Revelation chapter 13 verses 15 through 16, this is what he says. And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now the beast is the Antichrist. This scripture is talking about there's going to be an image that's going to be set up exactly looking like the Antichrist. And it is going to have, they're going to make this image so that you have to worship it, and if you don't, then they'll kill you. It goes on to say, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich or poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that had had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, or 666. So here it is, you have Jesus telling us that their man is coming. This man will control the economy. He's going to control this new system. And we see things that are happening now that are on the road to pave the road to lead this unrighteous generation into a new world order. And when the global financial system falls apart, I can guarantee that there's going to be someone coming who is going to be putting things, or seem to be putting things back together again. And but obviously the Lord had warned us about this, and we would know who this person is by the exact acts that he does. Now, we believe that the Lord is going to be removing the church, and so the message is for those that do not know Jesus Christ, or haven't received Jesus Christ, or may not even believe in Jesus Christ. So that when you see a man come, and he has a covenant that will be signed with Israel for 7 years, when you see that covenant being signed, you'll know that that was the man that we warned you about, and that this is the same man who will be getting the reins of this worldwide economy. And he's going to have the economy so that eventually, in the middle of the 7-year tribulation, exactly 3.5 years within that tribulation, the Antichrist is going to walk into the temple that's going to be rebuilt again in Jerusalem, in East Jerusalem, where there's no temple right now. And he is going to walk into that temple and defile and stop the sacrifices. And that will happen exactly 1,260 days after the the covenant is confirmed, as it says in Daniel 9:27. So, how is one man going to get access or the ability to control the entire world? Well, something has to happen in order for one man to get it. And if you can see the news, you can see the road is being paved there. Now, when you scroll down at my website, after you listen to this video, you'll see some news that I put forth about Portugal. Let me read this. It says, the leader of Portugal's main opposition party says the minority government's downfall is inevitable after it failed to win political support for the latest plan to cut the country's huge debt burden. Portugal is trying to avoid becoming the latest of the 17 Eurozone countries to need a bailout, following financial aid for Greece and Ireland last year. But all the countries opposed parties have balked at the socialist government's new austerity measures, which are expected to be rejected by Parliament, even though European leaders praise them. So here we have another case of another country, Portugal, that is in financial difficulty. And this isn't the only country. As you can see from the article, that Greece was on a financial collapse. We have Ireland, Italy's having major problems. Spain is having major problems. The European Union is trying to hold their legs up. And so they joined with the United States, who the United States, as you know, or at least you should know by now, has a debt of over $14 trillion. And they're, without telling you, they're bankrupt. The United States is actually bankrupt. There's no way they're going to be able to pay that money back. So there's other things that are going on that shows you that the teetering of this empire, the system that we now have around the world, is on the verge of collapsing. Now, if you watch the Gleen Beck show tonight, and please, I recommend send this notice to everyone that you know, because this is extremely important. Now, Gleen Beck revealed today how Stephen Lener is probably one of the most dangerous people in America, and he has set a plan out to actually cause chaos in America that will bring down the United States. And Gleen Beck exposes what Steve Lener has done in a video. There's a couple videos that Gleen Beck put up, and he's going to be on the Gleen Beck show tonight. Glenn will be talking about Steve Lener and his speech at Pace University. Now I'm going to read you a little bit about what this is about. I have two videos below my video so that you can watch Steve Lener, and you can or you can hear him talk about bringing about his plan that will, if it happens, will cause chaos that could cause the primarily the destruction or downfall of American economic system, which would again go right along in lines with what we know is going to happen in the last days. Because as I said, if there's a global economy collapse, and if the United States collapse, you know the ripple effect is going to go everywhere. It's going to cause a major disruption worldwide. Just look at the timing of it. Japan, $300 billion now that they're going to need to rebuild their economy. So, and that's the third largest economy in the world. So you see the teetering is going back and forth. Let me read you what Gleen Beck says, and I'm going to just put it as I read it. Gleen Beck shows why Stephen Lener may be one of the most dangerous men to America's economy. Beck exposes how Steve Lener is working to cause chaos in America's economic system. Glenn warns this is economic terrorism, and you'll hear more about this tonight. Glenn's report, entitled Stephen Lener Caught on Tape, Former SEIU Official Reveals Secret Plan to Destroy JP Morgan, Chase, the stock market, and redistribute wealth in America. Now, I watched these tapes, and I read some of the transcripts, and it really made my blood boil, because this man obviously is working for the destruction of our economy. And as far as I'm concerned, everybody should be watching out for this man, and they should be writing him. They should be writing Chase. They should be writing all of the people that when you watch these tapes, you should be writing those banks and make sure that they understand that there's a plan out there to bring it down. Now let me read you just a couple of the excerpts. Let me switch over here to make sure I have enough time here. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it right here, and I'm going to pick it up. So scroll down, you'll see the second video, and I'm going to give you some of the quotes so that you can understand the concept of what's being said and how dangerous this man really is.